Iranian state media is reporting that its air defense forces intercepted and shot down 2 Israeli F-15 fighter jets that were approaching a secret underground bunker facility inside Iran. That is the claim. Here is everything surrounding it that you need to hold in your head at the same time. Israel has not confirmed the incident. There is no satellite imagery showing wreckage, no footage of debris has surfaced, no independent verification exists, and yet the claim is spreading rapidly across regional media, being analyzed by military observers in multiple countries, and being treated by Iranian officials as a formal strategic message, not just a battlefield report. In modern conflict, that combination, an unverified claim with maximum strategic distribution, is not noise. It is a weapon. And understanding how that weapon works, who it is aimed at, and what it is designed to achieve tells you more about the current state of the Iran-Israel conflict than the question of whether the jets were actually shot down. Because here is what is not in dispute. Iranian air defense systems have been tested repeatedly in this conflict. Israeli F-15s are real, long-range strike aircraft, and there is a network of underground bunker facilities in Iran that Israel has every operational reason to want destroyed. The claim may be false. The context that makes it credible is entirely real. In this conflict, an unverified claim distributed at scale through state media is not misinformation. It is a precision instrument. And by the end of this story, you'll understand exactly what it's targeting. The Iran-Israel shadow conflict has been running for decades. Covert operations, cyber attacks, targeted assassinations, proxy warfare, and intelligence operations conducted by both sides across multiple theaters simultaneously. It is a conflict specifically designed to remain below the threshold of open war, while achieving strategic objectives that open war would make politically impossible. Israeli F-15 fighter jets are among the most capable long-range strike aircraft in any regional air force. They can carry precision-guided munitions, operate at extended range, and employ electronic countermeasures and jamming systems designed to reduce radar detectability. They have been used in documented long-range strike operations against targets in Syria, Sudan, and reportedly against Iranian-linked facilities across the region. Iran has invested heavily in an integrated air defense network specifically designed to counter this threat, combining early warning radar systems, surface-to-air missile batteries, and command infrastructure built to track and engage fast-moving aircraft at extended ranges. Interceptor missiles in this class travel at multiple times the speed of sound and can engage targets at ranges of tens to hundreds of kilometers. Here is the foreshadowing the entire story depends on. Iran also operates an extensive network of underground bunker facilities, hardened, deeply buried structures designed to protect leadership, command infrastructure, and sensitive military assets from exactly the kind of precision strike that F-15s are built to deliver. The existence of these facilities is not in dispute. Their exact locations, depths, and contents are among the most closely held secrets in the Iranian military establishment. A strike on one of those facilities, if it were being planned, would look exactly like what Iran is claiming it detected. Iran's underground facilities are real. Israeli long-range strike capability is real. The claim of an interception? That part is where the verification ends. According to Iranian sources, early warning radar systems detected fast-moving aircraft approaching Iranian airspace. Defense operators identified them as Israeli F-15s on a long-range mission targeting a highly sensitive underground bunker facility. Surface-to-air missile batteries entered full operational mode. Missiles were launched. Both aircraft were struck. Explosions were visible. Debris fell. Every element of that narrative carries the same status, claimed by Iranian sources, unconfirmed independently. What makes this claim different from routine battlefield propaganda is the specificity of the strategic context it arrives in. The existence of Israeli motivation to strike Iranian underground facilities is real. The capability of F-15s to attempt such missions is real. And the ongoing conflict creates continuous pressure on Israel to degrade Iranian command infrastructure. Iranian state media distributed this claim immediately and widely, framing it not as a battlefield report, but as a strategic demonstration. Proof that Iran's air defense systems can intercept advanced fourth-generation fighter jets approaching underground bunker facilities, that sensitive command infrastructure can be protected, and that Iran can detect and respond to aerial incursions before weapons are released. That framing is the unexpected complication that changes the entire analysis. Modern conflicts generate information warfare as a continuous operational layer. Governments release claims strategically. The timing, specificity, distribution channel, and framing are all operational choices. A claim released through state media with official commentary during an active conflict targeting a specific capability question, the vulnerability of underground bunkers to airstrikes, is aimed at a specific set of audiences. Israeli military planners evaluating the risk profile profile of future strike missions. Regional states calculating the effectiveness of Iranian air defenses. Domestic Iranian audiences who need evidence the country can defend itself. International observers tracking the military balance. Each audience receives a different message from the same claim, and the claim achieves strategic effect in each of those audiences, regardless of whether the interception actually occurred. This stopped being a story about two aircraft the moment Iranian officials chose how to frame it. What it became instead is something that affects every military calculation being made in this region right now. Here is the recontextualization. The straightforward read of this story is a binary fact-check question. Did Iran shoot down 2 Israeli F-15s or not? Most coverage treats it as one of those two options. Both miss the actual strategic event that has already occurred and is not in dispute. Iranian state media has distributed a specific narrative. 2 F-15s, a bunker facility, a full interception sequence, with official endorsement. That narrative is now in the information environment. Military planners on multiple sides are processing it, and crucially, Israeli military planners evaluating the risk profile of future strike missions against Iranian underground facilities must now account for the possibility that Iranian air defenses are being positioned and publicized as a deterrent against exactly those missions, verified or not. The Iran-Israel shadow conflict has always operated in this register. Cyber attacks that are claimed but not confirmed still affect target behavior. Assassinations attributed to intelligence services that deny involvement still send messages. Missile interceptions announced with official commentary still shape the threat calculus of potential attackers. The claim may not be verifiable. Its strategic function is already operating. In the rooms where the next decisions are being made, what matters is what people believe, and what they will now factor into their planning as a result. The claim is unverified. The strategic effect is already real. And there's one consequence of that dynamic, one that goes beyond this specific incident that hasn't been named yet. The Iran-Israel conflict has always had two simultaneous layers: the physical layer, where aircraft and missiles produce measurable effects, and the information layer, where claims and narratives shape adversary behavior. What the current conflict has accelerated is the compression of those two layers. The pace of claims and counterclaims has exceeded the verification capacity of independent observers. Satellite imagery takes time to acquire. Wreckage takes time to locate. Official confirmations arrive after the strategic effect of the initial claim has already propagated. In that environment, the question, "Did this actually happen?" arrives too late to prevent the claim from doing its work. One thread this story cannot close: whether Israeli military planners will adjust the operational risk assessment for future strike missions against Iranian underground facilities based on this claim. That decision is being made in rooms this reporting cannot access. The claim may be false. The context that makes it credible is entirely real. Those two facts will continue to coexist for as long as this conflict continues. Regional airspace remains under intense monitoring. The radar is still running. The radar ping is still the same whether the aircraft are real or not. Most coverage of this incident will end at the fact check. This story is about something harder: the mechanism by which unverified claims produce real strategic effects in active conflicts. Subscribe if you want analysis that tracks both layers of this conflict, the physical fighting and the information warfare running alongside it. Leave a comment. Do you think Iran's air defense claims are genuine battlefield reports, deliberate strategic messaging, or something in between? And does the distinction actually matter at this point? And the underground bunker network Iran is protecting, and that Israel reportedly wants to strike, connects directly to the uranium storage story covered in the previous video. That intersection is the next piece.